Here are 10 things about Vinyasa Yoga that are different from other types of yoga. Number 1. Vinyasa Yoga emphasizes movement and breath. Movement and breath are given equal importance in Vinyasa Yoga, with each pose being synchronized with an inhale or an exhale. This indicates that the poses are typically carried out in a continuous sequence, with each movement being synchronized with the breath. For instance, during a pose, an inhale may be used to lift the arms, while an exhale may be used to deepen the stretch. Both of these actions are performed with the breath. Because of the emphasis placed on movement and breath, a strong connection is formed between the body and the mind, which contributes to the development of a more meditative state. Vinyasa Yoga is characterized by its emphasis on movement and breath, both of which contribute to the development of a more dynamic and energizing practice. The constant motion of the body raises the heart rate, which in turn can lead to an improvement in the cardiovascular fitness level of the individual. This not only helps the body become more flexible, but it also helps the body become warmer, which releases tension in the muscles and helps the body become more flexible. In addition, the emphasis placed on synchronizing movement with breath can help to improve both lung capacity and control of breathing, both of which can have a beneficial effect on an individual's overall health and sense of well-being. Number 2. Vinyasa Yoga is frequently referred to as flow yoga. The emphasis is on smooth and continuous transitions between poses. Vinyasa Yoga is known for its continuous flow of movement, which creates a sense of continuity and flow. This, in turn, can help the practice feel meditative and calming. The transition from one pose to the next is usually very smooth, which results in a sequence that has the feel of a dance. Because of this, rather than the practice feeling like a string of disconnected poses, you may experience a sense of ease and grace as a result of it. As a result of the mind being engaged in the flow of movement and breath, this can also help to improve one's ability to focus and concentrate. In addition, the emphasis placed in Vinyasa Yoga on fluid and seamless transitions helps to improve balance and coordination. This is because the body is constantly moving and adjusting to new poses, which forces the body to be more flexible. As a result of the constant flow of movement, which can be quite physically demanding, it is also beneficial for building strength and stamina. Because of the constant need for the mind to shift and adapt to the movement and the breath, this can also help to improve one's ability to concentrate and maintain mental clarity. People who are looking for an energizing and revitalizing practice may find that this style of yoga, which is known for being more dynamic and active than other traditional forms of yoga, is beneficial. Number 3. Sun salutations. Vinyasa yoga classes often include sun salutations, a series of poses that are usually performed at the beginning of class. Sun salutations, also known as Surya Namaskar, is a sequence of poses that are typically performed in a flowing manner and coordinated with the breath. The sequence typically includes a combination of standing poses, such as mountain pose and forward fold, as well as lunges and plank pose, which can help to warm up and energize the body. Sun salutation is a very common practice in Vinyasa yoga classes as it is a great way to start the practice, preparing both the body and mind for the upcoming practice. Number 4. Some Vinyasa yoga classes move quickly, while others move slowly. Vinyasa yoga classes can move at a variety of different speeds, with some classes moving quickly and others moving at a more leisurely pace. Some Vinyasa yoga classes have a rapid pace and place an emphasis on generating heat and energy within the body through a continuous flow of dynamic movement. There is a possibility that these classes are more strenuous physically, requiring longer holds and more difficult poses. On the other hand, some Vinyasa yoga classes move at a more leisurely pace, with the emphasis being placed on holding poses for longer periods of time and putting more of an emphasis on correct alignment. This makes it possible for practitioners to concentrate on the more nuanced aspects of the poses, such as maintaining correct breath control, and to develop a more in-depth understanding of the practice. Number 5. Vinyasa Yoga is more physically demanding than other types of yoga. Vinyasa Yoga is commonly considered to be a form of yoga that is more physically demanding than other types of yoga because it can involve longer holds and more difficult poses. Vinyasa Yoga classes typically include a number of poses that are considered to be more difficult than others, such as arm balances and inversions, due to the emphasis placed on movement and flow that characterizes this style of yoga. These positions require a certain level of strength and stability, and they can be taxing on the body. In addition, the activity can be quite cardiovascular and generate heat in the body due to the fact that it can be performed at a rapid pace and involve a great deal of movement. This can make the practice more difficult for beginners or people with physical limitations, and it may necessitate making modifications to accommodate these groups. Number 6. Vinyasa Yoga can be modified for beginners and experts. Vinyasa Yoga is highly modifiable, and there are modifications and variations available for practitioners of all experience levels, from absolute beginners to more advanced students. Vinyasa Yoga is an adaptable form of yoga that can be modified to accommodate practitioners with a wide variety of skill levels. The use of props or a reduced number of repetitions of a pose are two examples of the modifications that instructors might provide for students who are just starting out or who have physical restrictions. In addition, they might provide variants for more advanced practitioners, such as the addition of arm balances or other challenging poses. Because of its adaptability, Vinyasa Yoga can be practiced by a diverse group of people, and it also gives practitioners the freedom to advance at their own pace. Number 7. Vinyasa Yoga emphasizes breath and movement connection. Vinyasa Yoga places a significant amount of emphasis on the connection between movement and breathing throughout the practice. The breath is considered to be an essential component of the Vinyasa Yoga practice, and it is frequently synchronized with the flow of the asanas. The timing of the inhalation and exhalation with the movement contributes to the creation of a flow and rhythm throughout the practice. The focus on the breath can assist in bringing a deeper level of awareness to the body as well as the mind. It can also assist in releasing tension and increasing relaxation. Breathwork is frequently taught alongside the physical postures in Vinyasa Yoga classes because it is regarded as such an important component of the Vinyasa Yoga practice. Number 8. Vinyasa Yoga is more active and faster than Hatha Yoga. Vinyasa Yoga is a style of yoga that differs from more traditional forms of yoga, such as Hatha Yoga, in that it is more active and moves at a faster pace. Vinyasa Yoga places an emphasis on the flow of movement by linking poses together in a continuous sequence. This flow results in a practice that is more dynamic and active than other types of yoga. This can make it more energizing and cardiovascular than other styles of yoga, such as Hatha Yoga, which tends to be slower paced and focuses more on holding poses for longer periods of time. Other styles of yoga, such as Vinyasa Yoga, tend to be more relaxing and focus more on stretching. In addition, Vinyasa Yoga typically includes a wider variety of poses, such as standing poses, inversions, backbends, and forward bends. This can help to make the practice more varied and interesting, which is one of the benefits of practicing Vinyasa Yoga. Number 9. Vinyasa Yoga includes a wide variety of poses. Vinyasa Yoga incorporates seated and standing poses, as well as inversions, backbends, and forward bends in its practice. Vinyasa Yoga is also known as flow yoga. Because there is such a wide variety of poses, practitioners are able to focus their attention on various parts of their bodies and derive a wide range of benefits from their yoga practice. For instance, the standing poses can assist in the development of strength and stability in the legs and the core. Inversions like headstands and handstands are great for developing upper body strength and improving balance. While forward bends can help to stretch the spine and release tension in the back, backbends can help to open up the chest and shoulders. Backbends also help to open up the front of the body. Vinyasa Yoga, with its many different poses, can contribute to the development of a well-rounded practice that is beneficial to one's overall health and well-being. Number 10 Power Yoga is Vinyasa Yoga, which generates heat and kinetic energy. Because it emphasizes movement rather than stillness, Vinyasa Yoga is classified as a form of power yoga. This is because it helps to generate heat and energy within the body. Vinyasa Yoga is frequently considered to be a form of power yoga. Power yoga is a term that is frequently used to describe a more dynamic and physically demanding form of yoga. Vinyasa Yoga, which places an emphasis on movement, flow, and breath, generates heat in the body. This heat has the potential to help improve overall fitness, as well as increase flexibility and relieve tension. Vinyasa Yoga is a great choice for those who are looking for a more challenging and energizing yoga practice because of the fast-paced and dynamic nature of the practice. Because of this, Vinyasa Yoga can also provide a cardiovascular workout.